I have come to a realization that I am starting my business completely from scratch. And it's an important realization to have. I have called myself an entrepreneur as well as a content creator, but I'm an entrepreneur first. I've been an entrepreneur for a very, very, very long time. I've always had, like, you could call it a hustler's mentality, or I'm not really sure, but I have always loved the act of creating money for myself. Like, I have an idea, making that come to life in some shape or form, selling it and getting money in exchange for it. Like, selling, I love to do it, and I think I'm pretty good at it. So entrepreneurship is in my bones. It really, really is. And however, I've often felt this kind of, maybe shame is the word, because I haven't been visibly successful with my business. I've had success, but nothing where it's like brag worthy. I'm just being forthcoming. Even getting into the conversation of entrepreneurship on my channel has just been kind of like, okay, where do I start? One, because how can you teach entrepreneurship when you don't have that visible success, you know? And well, over the past few days, I've just realized, like, I do have a passion for teaching business, the fundamentals of business, at least what I've learned up until this point, regardless of my failures. But I've come to recognize that I rather teach just by showing and by sharing my journey. So this video is more so a declaration, maybe is the word, of the fact that I have a clean slate when it comes to building an online business. I'm really starting from scratch, and I will be documenting that journey going forward. I've already kind of gotten the wheels rolling in the sense of the fact that I have a YouTube channel and that I've been consistent, because consistency is a really important aspect of creating content online. So my online business is going to start off as a service-based business, but I do think if you're interested in e-commerce, the things that I'll be sharing possibly could be helpful to you. But this is a service-based business, service-based online business that I am going to be building from ground zero. And the business itself is coming from a place of scratch, like starting from scratch. But I'm really thankful that this time around in my journey, I do have the experience that I do now, because when I started my business in 2019, that's when I officially got my LLC. I would say my business journey really started when I was freelancing. I was a copywriter for social media, and I did that, and then over time, my freelancing became my business, and I started freelancing in other areas such as branding, content marketing, digital marketing, whatever you want to call it, and I had clients in that space, and that was where my business started. But like I said, I will be sharing more about the history of my business and my business journey and things like that coming up real soon. But yeah, so I guess I was bringing up that origin of where my business started, 2018, 2019. I really had no idea what I was doing and what I was getting myself into in high school. And as a kid, I've done very small entrepreneurial endeavors. But when you're an adult and you're really trying to create a business and you need that money, it's a really different space of mind that you're in. And also, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I could YouTube all I want, but I had no idea what I was getting myself into when it came to entrepreneurship for real. And those bumps and bruises that I got up until this point, up until 2024, is going to allow me to come at building this business with a little bit, something to pull from. I still am very, I don't have the, how can I say this? Like, I still don't know what I'm doing. Like, I still have a lot to figure out, but I believe in myself, which is important. If you want to start a business, you really have to have unshakable belief in self. Like, you really have to, like, belief in yourself is really going to be important. And also, you got to have real skills. So, you know, I think of some of those things that I've learned, like my skill set in certain areas have improved when it comes to the skill stack that you need to have to build an online business. But I have a lot more learning to do. Like, I don't know, and like even coming to this realization, I dealt with some like, ooh, I'm scared. I still am probably dealing with some fear around this because it's not fun not being getting to the level of success that you want when with your business. You know, it's not. And then you like you tell people I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, what does your business do? Where's your business? You really, it's your baby. You want to have something to be like proud of, to show like, yeah, this is my business, you know? And like I said, there's been some level of success. There's been some level of success. We've been able to do some things, but it's just not what I actually see for myself and for my business. So, yeah, you want to have something that you're proud of to share when asked that question, and like something like that's like you can point to. Yeah, go to my business site and stuff like that or whatever. Like, I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of skills to learn, but I'm so thankful to be in this mental space where I feel like I can get back into this because I haven't really worked on my business. Like, yes, starting my YouTube channel is a piece of that. Like, but I haven't gotten back into business strategy in a minute. And I did that intentionally. It'll be almost 12 months of me being a mom, and I allowed myself to really take a break because I was experiencing something completely life-changing. Motherhood is life-changing. So, you know, there's definitely grace with that, but I miss it. Like, I miss it so much. I miss building my business, and I'm excited to get back to it. It's nice to be in the, it's nice to understand like this is a redo. I am restarting. Like, I don't need to try and connect back the pieces of what we used to do in the business before and everything like that. Like, I'm keeping my same name, my same business name, and I am starting over. It could be looked at as a pivot depending on what your definition of a pivot is. Let me just share two definitions. So one, hold on, I gotta pull it back up. A pivot can be a change in strategy without a change in vision, which I believe is happening here for myself. I am switching up the way I'm going about the plan for this business strategy. That's all similar words right there. But another definition of a pivot is,
When I was teaching entrepreneurship for a while, I really felt it was important to know the difference between a pivot and a do-over, right? So a pivot is, okay, we found this market, our product's not fitting, but maybe another product. Or we found this product has a lot of potential, it's not fitting the market, let's switch to another market. So you're always building from a place of strength to a new place of strength. However, if your product sucks and your market sucks, do over, right? And that's the only
Yeah.
possible answer. And I think that too many people are using pivot as a way of saying, we're not succeeding, we've got to change.
It's the nuance of the division, which I think is powerful. Like, you have to acknowledge as a team when you are doing things over, this didn't work, and so
Yeah.
we're going to try something completely new. But the pivot, when I was reading your writing, it really lent to the learning organization. Like,
Yeah.
as you take these inputs, you have to pivot. If you're not pivoting, you're not really navigating with the times. And so I found that as a really Powerful concept.
Hopefully you get what that means. But yeah, like I'm excited. Like I'm so excited. So, and I'm still getting clear on even what this channel is about. I do have an idea, but yeah, we're on the entrepreneurship ride as well as a YouTube and content creation journey. For me, and this is like maybe a side topic, maybe it's a side tangent. I do feel there's a relation. But over this weekend, I was thinking about, people start YouTube channels for different reasons. And I am starting my YouTube channel primarily because it's a part of my business. Like I'm starting this channel as a way for me to build authority in the space that relates to my industry, my business industry, and to build community, which is just having a community is important to have as an entrepreneur. I tried the route of just make the service and try and sell it. And for me, in this digital age, in this digital world that we're in, that's an ineffective way to go about things when I can build a like really connect with a lot of like-minded people here on the internet, other content creators, other entrepreneurs, and I can work with you guys in some shape or form to create something that will be perfect for you and for your needs. Instead of me thinking, because when you start a business and you come out with something, you don't really know if that's what folks actually need. It's just a guess. It's an educated guess. Some people hit it right in the beginning, and others really need to continue to iterate upon it. So back to the point, people create YouTube and start channels for different reasons. We're ending January at the time of this video, and a lot of people have been in the spirit to start their channel, so I've made a lot of content to help that person out. But I don't know if I've been completely direct with like the type of person or the reasons why I've started my channel. I know I've definitely talked about it, but I guess I'm just trying to say, like, if you're starting your channel as a reason to support your entrepreneurial endeavors in some way, I think you're going to want to stick around with me. If you're starting your channel for a passion, just because you want to be solely a content creator, you don't necessarily envision yourself starting a business. Hopefully you stick around and I can inspire you. But a part of my messaging, a part of what I want people to understand is that you could really build a business behind your content, like from your content. You can really build a business from the content that you make, and not only create additional, you can create multiple streams of income just by having the foundation of a solid YouTube channel. And I want that for myself. And I want that for the person on the other side of the camera. If this is a hobby for you, if this is a passion, I may come off too direct in the sense of like, what are you doing? You got to be strategic about it. I am going to continue to talk about strategy to turn the content that you create into something that can really be some money and impact and other things. Like, but my thing is, let's create some businesses from these YouTube channels, okay? Like, how can we really make a nice business for you so that it's less of you relying on brand deals, which is great. It's great to have brand deals. And I'm not saying one should get rid of that completely, but how can we rely less on that and create something where there's no middleman? It's just you and your audience. And there's an exchange of value for them. And it works. And it's just a perfect fit. So that's a little insight to what I have going on. And I'm starting from scratch. I'm scared. But I guess the thing I'll close out with, like, there's never going to be a perfect moment to start a business and to feel ready to start a business. And I'm not waiting anymore. I've never been the type to wait. I'm just happy that I'm back in this mindset and I'm ready to get it. Like, I'm ready to come back into this field. And regardless if I'm scared, I'm gonna do it. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Nala. I rarely introduce myself because I'm like, you can read my channel. But I'm Nala, and I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a content creator, and we are on the journey. So let's do it. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.